A amortization table for our student loan. We have 25,000 here borrowed. We have 8 years or eight years that we're going to pay this off at 6% rate of interest. We're looking for a payment, and then we're going to fill in this table. It's not as hard as you think. All you need is the time value of money calculations, and this should be a piece of cake. So the first thing we know is periods is not in years. We're going to pay this by months, so we have to adjust. We hit equals 8 years times 12 equals 96 payments. We know the rate is annual as well, and the payments are monthly, so we have to adjust the rate. So this equals 6% divided by 12 is our rate per month. Now to calculate our payment, if you're familiar with the time value of money, it's equals PMT open parentheses. The rate, we've already got that, comma, the periods, we have that, comma, the present value. Now this is 25,000. If I put it in as a positive, then the payment is going to come out as a negative. And I don't want the payment to be a negative. So I'm going to put in a negative and then click on the cell. So I get a negative D4, which will make the output positive. We know that the future value is 0. I'm just put 0 in there, but it would have assumed it anyway. And of course the type, this is not an annuity due, so we don't have to put that in there. So that is the payment, and the payment is $324.54. That will be 96 equal payments at 6% annual rate. Will be 96 equal payments of $328.54. Will pay off exactly the $25,000 student loan. Now, what is the payment and principal and interest? We're looking for principal interest here per month. Well, we need a table to do that. So the first thing we do is put in 1 month. What is the beginning balance? Well, the beginning balance is obviously equals 25,000. The payment is, we've already calculated once, so we're just going to use it. This equals the payment. Now this payment is going to stay the same. So I'm going to go ahead up here, and I'm going to type in $, and put a $D, $7, so that cell won't change in my future formulas. Interest we have to calculate. So interest equals the amount that we owe, so that's 25,000 here, cell B10, multiplied by the rate for the period, which is D6. Now again, I'm up here in this area, and I kind of want to, I bet you that sticks. I want that to be sticky in my formulas. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and click in here and add a $D, $D, and click over a little bit and get a $6, hit enter, and I have $125 interest. So if my interest is $125 and my payment is $328, how much is principal? Well, that's a pretty easy calculation. Principal equals the $328 payment minus the $125 we're paying in interest. So that's a $203. So of my $328 monthly payment, in the first month, $125 goes towards interest. The remainder, $203.54, goes towards principal. The ending balance here is obviously also equal the beginning amount minus what you paid down on the principal, and that is an easy calculation. We also know that the ending balance this month is the beginning balance next month. So we have month 2, and that equals the ending balance of the previous month, and so we have our new balance. Let's see this payment. I stuck the $signs in there for a reason. We should be able to just drag that down. That works. Interest. Interest also has the $signs in it, so this should drag down properly. Yes, you can see that it does. This interest is based on the 24,000, the new beginning balance, and the consistent interest rate. So that formula works. Principal is just a simple calculation, which I want to move down 1. So all I have to do is drag it down. And then balance is another simple calculation, the beginning minus the principal, and we drag that down. So it seems like pretty much everything here I can drag down pretty easily. So if I grab this and I just drag, let's see, I got to go all the way down to 96 payments. Whoop, I went too far. Help, 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 help. I went too far. 286. I went way too far. Okay, back up. Up we go. Up we go. I don't have a very good grasp on it. We're going to 96. Okay, so 96, and this is payment 87, line 96. We want to go to payment 96. So I'm going to grab this and keep going until I get to the 96th payment. Now you can see it. The 96th payment is not the 96th row, the 96th payment. 96th payment, $326, $328.54 is the payoff amount. We're within $1.63, so basically the amount is zero. And so we see how much we're paying every month in principal and interest. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, one of the reasons you want to do that is because every 12 months you have a different balance in your net worth, right? So this month, the 25,000 you started with at the end of 12 months is now you only owe 22,000. So you can see what your balance is every 12 months. Here's one. You can highlight it here. You can go to 24 and highlight it here, and then you can go to 36 and highlight it here, and 48, highlight it here, and 60, that's 5 years in, and 72 is 6 years in, and we finally, obviously, we're going to get to zero here at the end, where it's obviously going to be zero, and in between 72 and that's 84, which means we will owe 3,800. So these numbers, these yellow numbers, if you go back to your financial plan, will put the amount owed per year, so you can get a consistent number in your net worth, or how much of the loan you're paying off at any given time, how much the payoff would be. So this is an important way to figure out what the future amount of your debt will be. And this amortization table, as you can see, is very easy to calculate, very easily to do. You can do this for a home, you can do this for different amounts, you can do this for different interest rates, and so on, and you can see exactly where in the future how much you're going to owe, and how much you're paying in principal, and how much you're paying in interest. So as you can see, as you get down here towards the end, you're not paying very much in interest. You're paying, the last couple years, you're paying $30, $40 a payment in interest, which isn't very much 7, 8, 10 years from now. But at the beginning, you're paying, a fairly large sum, $125 interest that you're not getting back. So an interest-free loan, we love those. This extra over here in this column is extra stored work that we're giving to other people. We don't like that so much. But the point here is the amortization table will show you what you can add to your financial plan as far as the value of a loan falling in time. You can also do this for house or for any other kinds of loans you have. You can create an amortization table and see how much of it's falling and when it will be really paid off, or primarily paid off and you're only paying interest. Okay, so that should give you the example here. If you have any questions, give me a holler. Thanks for watching.